you can't really fail at it unless you buy the wrong stock or just get excited at the wrong time. And I would like to just spend just a couple of minutes giving you a little perspective on how you might think about investments as opposed to the tendency to focus on what's happening today or even this minute as you go through.
If you've ever looked at your bank account and thought, where do I even start with investing? You're not alone. Most people feel lost, confused by stock jargon, paralyzed by risk, and unsure about the future. But here's the thing, investing doesn't have to be complicated. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, built his empire by following simple, timeless principles. Principles that can take $10,000 and turn it into a fortune. As he said, you can't really fail at it unless you buy the wrong stock or get excited at the wrong time. In this video, I'm breaking down those strategies and how you can use them to change your financial future, no matter where you're starting. But for all that to work, you need to understand one key philosophy in investing: compounding. Warren Buffett often calls compounding the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's barely noticeable, but as it gathers more snow, it grows bigger and faster, and before you know it, it's massive. That's exactly what happens with your money when you invest and give it time to grow. Buffett's own story is proof of the power of compounding, and one of his favorite examples is Coca-Cola. He started investing in Coca-Cola in 1988, buying shares when they were relatively undervalued. At the time, his initial investment was around $1.3 billion. But here's where the magic happened. He didn't sell. He let the compounding do its work, reinvesting dividends and holding on for the long term. Fast forward to today, and that $1.3 billion investment has ballooned to over $25 billion. That's nearly 20 times the original amount, all because Buffett understood the value of patience and consistency. Even better, Coca-Cola continues to pay Berkshire Hathaway billions in dividends every year, a steady income stream from a company he trusted. Buffett often says the best holding period is forever, and Coca-Cola proves why. The longer you let great investments grow, the more they can transform into something extraordinary. Let's say you start with $10,000 and let it grow at an annual return of 7%. That's the average for the market. After 1 year, you've already earned $700, bringing your total to $10,700. After 10 years, your investment almost doubles to $19,671. Give it 20 years, and it jumps to $38,697. And if you stick it out for 30 years, that original $10,000 turns into a solid $76,123. The longer you leave it untouched, the more dramatic the growth becomes. It's like planting a tree. At first, it grows slowly, but over time, those roots spread, the branches grow, and suddenly you've got a towering oak. Here's something that might surprise you. If you delay investing your $10,000 for just 5 years, that 30-year total shrinks from $76,123 to $53,865. That's a difference of over $22,000 gone just because you waited. So, the earlier you get in, the better.
So this time I went back actually to 1942 when I bought my first stock as an illustration of all the things that have happened since 1942. We've had 14 presidents, 7 Republicans, 7 Democrats. We've had world wars. We had 9/11. We had the Cuban Missile Crisis. We have all kinds of things. The best single thing you could have done on March 11th, 1942, when I bought my first stock, was just buy an index fund.
Warren Buffett is a huge fan of index funds, and for good reason. They're simple, affordable, and take the guesswork out of investing. Instead of trying to pick the next hot stock, you're investing in the collective performance of the entire market. Buffett's belief in index funds was put to the ultimate test in 2008. He made a bold $1 million bet that an S&P 500 index fund would outperform a group of hedge funds over 10 years. By 2017, the index fund had an average annual return of 8.5%, while the hedge funds crawled in at just 2.2%. It wasn't even close. What does this tell us? Index funds aren't just a good idea, they're one of the smartest, most reliable ways for the average person to grow their wealth over time. You don't need to be a financial genius to succeed, you just need to stay consistent and let the market do its thing. To understand their value, from 1990 to 2024, the S&P 500 delivered an average annual return of approximately 9.8%. Over 34 years, an investment of $10,000 in the S&P 500 at the beginning of 1990 would have grown to about $354,991 by the start of 2025, assuming all dividends were reinvested. This represents a total return on investment of 3,449.91%. What's even more impressive is how this growth happened despite recessions, market crashes, and all kinds of economic uncertainty. The S&P 500's performance during this time proves one thing: the market is resilient, and its long-term growth potential is unmatched. Avoiding mistakes is another cornerstone of Buffett's philosophy. He famously remarked, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." Many investors falter by making emotional decisions, panic selling during downturns, chasing market trends, or attempting to time the market. Buffett, however, emphasizes discipline and logic. During the 2008 financial crisis, when others sold in fear, Buffett remained calm and seized opportunities, buying when prices were low. His ability to stay focused and stick to his strategy during turbulent times yielded substantial long-term profits.
Recommending that people buy stocks today or tomorrow or next week or next month. I think it all depends on your circumstances, but you shouldn't buy stocks unless you expect, in my view, you expect to hold them for a very extended period and you are prepared financially and psychologically to hold them the same way you would hold a farm and never look at a quote. You don't need to pay attention to them.
At the heart of Buffett's investment approach is the concept of the circle of competence, focusing on industries and businesses you deeply understand. This focus allows investors to make informed decisions and avoid unnecessary risks. A prime example of this philosophy is Berkshire Hathaway's investment in Occidental Petroleum, or OXY. Since 2019, Buffett has steadily increased Berkshire's holdings in the company, with notable activity between 2022 and 2024. In Q2 of 2023, Berkshire added 5.87% more shares, followed by an 8.74% increase in Q4 of 2023. As of Q3 2024, Berkshire holds over 255 million shares of Occidental, representing approximately 4.94% of its portfolio. These moves underline Buffett's conviction in Occidental as a long-term value play. Buffett's investment in Occidental highlights his strategy of sticking to what he knows. He chose the company for its strong cash flow, smart management, and the essential role of energy, even in a world moving towards renewables. This is a classic example of staying within his circle of competence. The next strategy behind Warren Buffett's success is his ability to identify undervalued companies and invest in them within a margin of safety. This value investing approach involves buying stocks that are trading below their intrinsic value, essentially paying less for a company than it's truly worth. A recent opportunity for value lies in small-cap stocks. As of late last year, small-cap stocks were trading at a significant discount compared to their large-cap counterparts. The average price-to-book ratio for S&P 500 companies is 4.7, while for Russell 2000 small-cap companies, it's just 2.0. This valuation gap, the widest in over 25 years, suggests small caps may offer substantial opportunities for investors. Small cap stocks, in particular, are trading at 16.2 times forward earnings estimates, compared to the S&P 500's 22.7 times. Historically, such valuation disparities have preceded periods where small caps significantly outperform large cap, especially during economic recoveries. Buffett's investment philosophy encourages investors to find such opportunities where the market has overlooked value. For example, small companies with strong cash flows, low debt, and potential for growth often provide a favorable risk-reward balance. In a practical scenario, if you find a small cap stock trading at $20 per share with an intrinsic value of $30, that built-in margin of safety protects you against market volatility while giving room for growth. Value investing isn't limited to small caps. Buffett's investments, like American Express in the 1960s, showcase his ability to spot long-term value in companies temporarily out of favor. At the time, American Express faced a major scandal, but Buffett recognized the strength of its brand and customer loyalty. His $13 million investment has since grown into billions. The third strategy behind Warren Buffett's legendary success lies in his ability to think beyond the noise of short-term market fluctuations. Instead of focusing on immediate returns, he views stocks as ownership in a business, investments meant to grow steadily over decades. This approach isn't just wise, it's transformative. Take Berkshire Hathaway's investment in Apple. Buffett began purchasing shares in 2016 when skepticism around the tech giant's growth was rampant. Instead of succumbing to short-term fears, Buffett focused on Apple's long-term potential, its unmatched ecosystem, customer loyalty, and ability to innovate. That foresight turned Berkshire's initial $31 billion investment into over $150 billion. If you don't want to research individual stocks, index funds are a great option. In today's market, index funds are delivering steady average annual returns of around 10%. Let's break that down. If you invest $10,000 at this rate, in 10 years, it will grow to $25,937, more than double. In 20 years, it would be valued at $67,275. By 30 years, it has the potential to be $174,494, nearly 17 times your starting amount. This approach requires patience and discipline. Markets rise and fall, but businesses with strong fundamentals tend to recover and thrive. The real danger isn't market volatility, it's emotional decision-making. Selling during downturns or chasing fleeting trends can sabotage years of potential growth. Long-term investing is not glamorous. It won't make headlines or deliver instant gratification. But it does create wealth in a way that's reliable, scalable, and accessible to anyone willing to think beyond the present. Want to know about the most secretive investor of our time who has even outperformed Warren Buffett? Click the video on the screen to find out.